Welcome back to another episode of Baxter's Buzz. I am your host, Baxter E. Hall. I pray that this message finds you well and in good spirits. Thank you for continuing to support me. It means a lot, truly, 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 truly. So today I want to talk about a movie of the day, if you will, that I think I'll probably use on a number of occasions. But Back to the Future. So I have my 7 year old Zara. She reminds me of myself in a lot of ways, right? In all the cool ways where there's kind of warms my heart, and then all of the frustrating ways. And I can imagine that I've probably frustrated a parent or a teacher or even friends with just my personality type, right? That's part of it. What I was thinking about today was what sort of advice would I give myself 10, 15, maybe even 20 years ago, maybe even further? Like, what type of advice would you give yourself when you think about some of the things you did or didn't do? And so I started to just jot down some ideas and I wanted to share, and would love to hear what you guys think about this. But one, I just wrote, do it. Just, things that you maybe were considering, things that you were a little uneasy about, just do it. Jump out there. And I would tell myself to continue to get uncomfortable, continue to challenge yourself in those ways. Because what happens is the more and more scenarios that you put yourself in where you're not as comfortable, you start to become comfortable being uncomfortable, right? Being able to adjust on the fly, being able to walk into a room, walk into a new challenge, and have confidence that you can hang and that you belong. The other thing that I would do personally is I would seek out more mentors, right? There used to be a time in my life where I would look at things and go, man, why didn't this person uh, seek me out to mentor me? Or why, you would think that they would, you know, see something in me, but who am I? Who was I? And if I didn't speak up and advocate for myself and ask for what I wanted, I can't blame anyone else for the action that they didn't take if I didn't take my own action. So I would definitely tell myself to seek out mentors early on to just help provide guidance, insight, and give me access to experiences that I just wouldn't otherwise have had. Um, I also would teach myself to learn how to study. I look at my daughter, and she's just naturally uh, intelligent, right? And sometimes people don't have that muscle. My son, on the other hand, is seems to be very diligent and will complete a task. Me and my daughter, on the other hand, eh, we may or may not be interested in the task at hand. So I would have worked on sort of developing my study habits better, and just learning to build those muscles that I have now in some capacity would have been much more stronger had I started that, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And the last thing that I would say is don't underestimate the small things that you do. Your small, seemingly small contributions can make huge, huge impacts. And we need to be mindful of what we do, how we treat people, the energy that we give off, and what we are adding, trying to add value to every situation, scenario that we place ourselves in, whether it's our role as spouse, mother, father, friend. Add value and challenge yourself to continue to add value, right? Give what you want, and not get what you want, but give what you want. And then those things will be repaid one way or the other down the road. But if you want a friend that listens, listen. If you want people to treat you nicely, just in general, a stranger in the supermarket, or if you're, looking for help at a Best Buy, be that help to folks. Extend yourself and be that version of the person that you would want to deal with. And I think that the small things, saying hello, a nice smile, a compliment, reaching out to someone, makes more of a difference than we actually think. So I'll be mindful of the small things that we do because they can make a huge, huge difference to the other person on the other side, right? So, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, what would you guys do differently, or what would you pay closer attention to, or what would you say to yourself from 15 years ago in order to help them along in their journey? Would love to hear your thoughts. And again, thank you for checking me out. Peace.